We have some major breaking news that has been officially announced that Junior Motorsports will enter the 2025 Daytona 500 with Justin Allgaier in partnership with Chris Stapleton. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel and welcome back to our video. As I just said a second ago, we got some pretty massive and major breaking news that has been officially announced and confirmed that Junior Motorsports, after years of speculation, will finally enter their first ever NASCAR Cup Series race in 2025. Here is the statement today and report from Jenna Fryer, who was the first to report this. The NASCAR team owned by Hall of Famer Dale Jr. will attempt to make its Cup Series debut in the Daytona 500 with a champion driver in a partnership with a Grammy Award-winning artist. That Grammy Award-winning artist is going to be none other than Chris Stapleton. The driver for the Daytona 500 is expected going to be Justin Allgaier. They're having some talks and conversations, rumors going around about potentially a driver like Daniel Ricciardo attempting to be in this car for the Daytona 500, but after some of the reports started coming out and people started bringing this up, Justin Allgaier became the favorite driver to get behind the wheel. Here is the continued statement with all this stuff going on. This is going to be the first time in Junior Motorsports history the team has entered a race in the NASCAR Cup Series, and they will be getting engines from Hendrick Motorsports. The number that they are going to basically have for 2025 Daytona 500 is going to be the number 40. And Chris Stapleton's major sponsor, Traveler Whiskey, will be the sponsor on the car. Holy crap, it is finally happening. We have been speculating on this channel for the last couple of years, going all the way back to like 2021, that we've been basically since Josh Berry won his first ever NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Martinsville Speedway in that number 8 car. We've been speculating that their Junior Motorsports has had interest in going NASCAR Cup Series racing. And now it is finally officially confirmed that this is happening. There have been reports out there for months on end of Junior Motorsports having interest in entering NASCAR Cup Series events. And they were looking to maybe be a charter team down the road. But now they're going to have the opportunity to qualify in this year's Daytona 500. And honestly, I cannot believe that it's actually finally happening, where Junior Motorsports is finally going to have a car in this year's Daytona 500. Once the official press conference and announcement happens later this afternoon, we'll probably cover here on this channel probably tomorrow or in the next couple days. But I'm so happy about this. And the number 40 is certainly very, very interesting. This is going to be the first time, I believe, the number 40 has entered a NASCAR Cup Series race since 2019 or 2020 when Jamie McMurray drove the number 40 car. So it's been a long time since we've seen the number 40 car out on the racetrack. But I'm so excited for this that Junior Motorsports is finally going to have a chance to get in. And I gotta say, with Hendrick Motorsports engines, I really think this car has a really strong chance and opportunity to make it, because Hendrick engines usually have the pace and speed, and we've seen, and remember last year Hendrick car won the Daytona 500 with William Byron. Hendrick Super Speedway program is generally very, very good at Daytona and Talladega as well. And you've got a driver like Justin Allgaier who's going to make his first official attempt. Well, he did attempt the Coke 600 in 2023, but outside of that, it's going to be the first time that Allgaier has attempted to run the Daytona 500 since 2015 when he drove the 51 car for H. Scott Motorsports. So I think Justin Allgaier, who in my opinion is a pretty underrated super speedway racer who did run really well in Xfinity competition the last couple of years and did win the Daytona summer race in 2023. I think Justin Allgaier's got a really good opportunity and a strong chance here to make the Daytona 500. So with Junior Motorsports officially being confirmed for the Daytona 500, what does this mean for the open entries at this point? We already know that Elio Castroneves is officially locked into the Daytona 500, whether he qualifies his way in, whether that's on Wednesday he qualifies his way in, or he does it on Thursday or not. He'll get that provisional. We'll have 41 cars in the field. You've now got the 40 car for Junior Motorsports. We are expecting that Jimmy Johnson is going to temp with Legacy Motor Club at this year's Daytona 500 with the number 84 team for Legacy Motor Club. MBM, we were expecting Mike Wallace to drive that car, but it was confirmed that Mike Wallace was disallowed and disqualified to run the Daytona 500. So I would have to think someone like a Sheldon Creed, a Sam Mayer would be one of the front runners for the C. Ricker Racing is expected to run the 15 car at the Daytona 500. I don't know who's going to be behind the wheel of that car at this point. Front Row could enter a car in the Daytona 500. If they do, I would expect Chandler Smith to be that driver. NY Racing, we know that JJ Yeley is going to be the driver of that car. And if I'm not mistaken, I think RCR is also interested in running the number 33 car at Daytona this year. And there's a few other teams that I still expect that may show up at this year's Daytona 500, like Beer Motorsports, who will have Anthony Alfredo behind the wheel of the car. But I am so excited for this. After speculating, we really don't have to speculate anymore, because now we're finally seeing Junior Motorsports on the racetrack for the first time. And it's really, really exciting. And I think this team will be the most popular team on the racetrack. And I think they definitely have a really good chance to make it. When you look at the open cars, they have an opportunity to make the Daytona 500. This is probably one of the strongest ones. They're going to have Hendrick engines. Chris Stapleton's getting behind it. A lot of money's going behind it. And the other question we have to ask, could this lead to Junior Motorsports down the road going full time? I could definitely see this happening right around 2026 or 2027 for one of the young drivers. I could see Junior Motorsports entering more races than just the Daytona 500. I think there's going to be a lot of intrigue around this team and a lot of excitement, and I'm excited to see what Junior Motorsports can do. And it's happening. It's finally happening. We're going to see Junior Motorsports finally enter a car in the Daytona 500. So I'm excited for this team and organization, and like I said, this is a huge win for the sport to have Dale Jr. and Junior Motorsports finally in the NASCAR Cup Series at this year's Daytona 500. And a partnership with Chris Stapleton is not what I was expecting. And I know people probably would have liked to see an exciting driver like a Connor Zilisch. I know people were saying, what about Martin Truex Jr.? Martin Truex Jr., by the way, forgot to mention, he's expected to drive a Tricon car at this year's Daytona 500. I know that David Gill went on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio not so long ago and said that probably wasn't going to happen, but David Gillen's team is not making the car. They're just going to have Tricon on the name, and Joe Gibbs Racing is going to be a team that is preparing that car for Martin Truex Jr. Outside of that, Spire could also still enter a car in the Daytona 500. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe see Connor Zilisch drive it there. Who knows at this point, but I'm so excited about this Junior Motorsports making moves. They're, of course, going to have Shane Van Gisbergen and Ross Chastain in their cars for Trackhouse Racing and for select races in Xfinity Series this year, which I do expect both guys to run really, really good. It's exciting news to hear, and it's amazing to see that Junior Motorsports is finally going to enter the Daytona 500. They have to qualify their way in, but I think they've got a really great opportunity here and a strong chance to officially make the Daytona 500 in 2025. So, that is going to be your today's breaking news on Junior Motorsports. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. List description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. You think Junior Motorsports has a chance and opportunity to make the Daytona 500 2025 or not? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and do you think they do make it? Let me know in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we should be having a video around Haas Factory Team, maybe previewing that team and organization, or I might do an updated list on ranking where I think every driver will finish in the standings in 2025. If there's any major news that does break over the course of the next couple days, we'll discuss here live on the channel. Friday, we're going to have a NASCAR news with a recap of the Junior Motorsports news, the Cody Ware news. We're going to have other content on people like Connor Zilisch, Haley Deegan, Shane Van Gisbergen, Ross Chastain, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, William Byron, Alex Bowman, you name it. Kyle Larson, Chandler Smith, Sam Mayer, and Eric Almirola, Anthony Alfredo, all that kind of stuff on the channel, and Brad Gazowski too, as we get closer to the Daytona 500. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody. Really excited about Junior Motorsports finally entering.